What's up guys, Groovy Guitar Dude here with a beginner guitar tutorial for Head Above Water by Avril Lavigne. If this video helps you out, hit that like and subscribe button and let me know in the comments below what other songs by Avril Lavigne that you want to learn on guitar. Guys, the first thing you want to know to play Head Above Water on guitar is that in order to get rid of some bar chords and keep this song as beginner friendly as possible to play, we're going to capo up to 5th fret. And if you don't have a capo, I'll have a link to get this capo for free right up here. The next thing you need to know to play Head Above Water is the 5 chords we need to play this song. The first one is A minor, the next one is C, the next one is G over B, the next one is C over E, and the last one is F. And I'll have chord charts for all of those in the pinned comment below, as well as an alternate way to play that F chord for beginners. And guys, the last thing you want to know before we dive all the way into this song is the structure. For this song, we're going to start with a verse, then we're going to go to chorus, then verse again, then chorus again, then we're going to have a bridge, and then we're going to finish up with one last chorus. And that's going to bring us into verse. So for verse, our chord progression is going to be A minor, F, C, and G over B. Now what the guitar is actually doing in the song, the actual guitar part of this, is just playing single down strums for each one of those chords. Now the spacing of this is a little bit weird. We're going to have that A minor, we're going to hang on that for just a second, and we're going to go quick F and then C. We're going to hang on that C for quite a bit longer and then go to the G over B really fast and then back to the A minor. So the F and the G over B are actually just more of transition chords. So we're not going to spend as long on those as we're going to spend on the A minor and the C. The C, it feels like we hang on that forever. So guys, single down strums are pretty easy. You probably know what that looks like, but just so you can get the timing of that down just right, a couple times through that verse chord progression with that verse single down strum will look about like this. So guys, like I said, that is what the actual guitar part of that is doing. But one thing that I always like to do, if there's a really pretty piano part in a song, I like to try to mimic what that's played on guitar and play that with the guitar. You probably have seen me do this with a couple of songs. The most recent one was probably Lovely by Khalid and Billie Eilish. But I love doing that. I love just kind of picking apart those really pretty piano parts and turning them into guitar parts. So we're going to do that with this. So what we're going to have is that same chord progression, A minor, F, C, G over B, and by the way, we're still on verse. So what we're going to do for that, for our picking, we're going to go to finger picking over here, and this is a little bit more advanced. This part's not super beginner friendly, but it's still not crazy hard either. So what we're going to do for that, we'll use our A minor as our example. We're going to have bass notes in our picking pattern. If you don't know what a bass note is, it's just the lowest note of each chord. For your A minor, your C, and your G over B, that is going to be on the A string, and for your C over E and your F, that's going to be on the low E string. So like I said, that's just bass note, just the lowest note of each chord. So what we're going to have for our picking pattern for that is going to be bass note and B at the same time, and then we're going to have bass note followed by B a certain amount of times for each chord. So all of them are going to start with bass note and B at the same time, and then each chord is going to have a different amount of times that you play bass note B, bass note B, bass note B, for example. So like I said, we're going to do that a different amount of times for each chord. So for our A minor, we're going to do that 4 times. So as an example, that one's going to be bass note and B at the same time, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, and then we're going to switch. Then we're going to do our F, and that's going to be twice. So then we're going to go to our C, and that's going to be 6 times. And then we go to our G over B, and that's going to be twice. So like I said, guys, that is a little bit more advanced. It's probably a little bit more intermediate level or something along those lines, but it sounds super pretty, and the chords aren't super difficult, and the picking pattern's not super difficult. It might just take some practice for the beginners out there to be able to get that down full speed. It actually took me quite a while to get this down full speed as well, because it's just a little bit tricky, it's just a little bit funny, you gotta get your fingers used to it. But all that said, guys, I'm gonna play through that once really slowly so you can see exactly what I'm doing. And I'm gonna play through it a couple of times full speed so you can match it up with the song. Slowly should look something like this. And a couple times through that full speed should look about like this. From there, guys, we're into chorus. For chorus, we're actually gonna have two little chord progressions that we're gonna alternate between. The first one is A minor, F, C, and G. And the next one is A minor, F, C over E, and G. So basically we just switch between doing that C, the regular C, and the C over E. If you've never seen a C over E before, it probably is a little bit intimidating, but it's actually super easy. It's the same thing as a regular C, but we're gonna just add in that low E bass note there. Where usually we'll mute that or just not play it, but for this C over E, we're actually gonna use that. We're gonna play it full out open. It's actually even, in a way, a little bit easier than a regular C chord. So we're gonna have those two progressions. We're just gonna flip-flop back and forth between each one of those. Our strum pattern for chorus is gonna be down, down, up, down, down, up for each chord. So down, down, up twice for each chord. And it's really simple strum pattern. We see this a lot. It's pretty common, especially in kind of pop songs, or this one's kind of pop rock a little bit, but we see this in pop songs a lot. It's a really common strum pattern. So guys, a couple of times through those chorus chord progressions will look about like this. And guys, the very last thing you need to know to play Head Above Water is the bridge. For the bridge, our chord progression is gonna be F, G, A minor, C, and we're gonna play through that 3 times. And on the very last time, we're just gonna play half of it. We're gonna play F and G. Our strum pattern for this is really easy. We're just gonna have a single down strum for each one of those chords. And then when we get to the 3rd time through that F, G, A minor, C, we're gonna start building it to 4 down strums per chord. And then on that last F and G, we're just gonna have as well 4 times down strummed per chord. It's just a build. It's a really simple bridge build. Again, a very common thing you'll see in a lot of pop songs and rock songs and all that kind of stuff. So guys, once all the way through that bridge should look about like this. And guys, that is everything that you need to know to play Head Above Water on guitar. As always, if you have any questions, you can hit me up in the comments below. I'm usually pretty quick getting back to those. And again, if this video helped you out, hit that subscribe button. I have about 560 other guitar and ukulele lessons on this channel, and I usually try to post at least 3 to 5 new lessons every single week. So if you're learning guitar or ukulele, there could not be a more perfect channel for you to check out. If you want to see a short daily preview of what song I'm teaching before I actually teach it, you can hit up my Instagram at @thegroovyguitardude. Link for that will be in the description below. Guys, Head Above Water is a beautiful song. I love this, and I'm actually a really long time Avril Lavigne fan. Her music kind of throws me back to like my junior high and like beginning of high school. Even she was really, even when I was in elementary school and stuff, when I first started really loving music towards the end of elementary school and junior high, she was so popular with all of her old songs, and she's just awesome, man. I think she's an awesome songwriter, and she always really has. She has such a unique style, and it's kind of cool that she has this song that's, so much more recent than all of her older stuff, and she kind of had that skater punk style, but she's still kind of incorporating that into this song, and that same style, she didn't stray too far away from that. She still has such a similar sound, even though it's such a different style of song. So anyways, guys, Avril Lavigne is awesome. This is a really cool song. It's really beautiful. It's one of those songs that it actually is mostly piano based. There's definitely guitar in this, and so there's some of it that the verses we kind of based what we were playing on the piano part, but then the choruses especially and the bridge we actually really more followed the actual guitar in the song. So anyways, there's a lot of options you can play around with this song, but I think it'd be so beautiful to see some covers of this. I'm definitely going to be looking them up. So if you do a cover of this song, let me know in the comments below so I can check it out. I'm always looking for cool covers, especially if you use the guitar that I teach in my lessons. I love to see that when you guys do that kind of stuff. So anyways, I hope you have a lot of fun playing this song. I hope you have a wonderful day, and I'll see you soon.